I want to remind to everyone, 17-time World Muay Thai champion, 7 title defense. And you cannot get rid of this. It's gonna stay in you forever. It's gonna, like, you can be better, you can be like, what you adjustment, whatever you wanna do. But the power, but the confidence is and experience still here. And it's gonna, like, flow.
When I will see the hole, I will use this to finish as soon as.
All right, ladies.
Valentina Shevchenko just delivered a line that shook the MMA world. This is your last fight, with that chilling statement. The two-time UFC women's flyweight champion, known as Bullet, reminded everyone exactly who she is. A clinical striker, brilliant tactician, and one of the most decorated women in MMA history. Shevchenko boasts a resume that includes 8 total title defenses, 7 of them consecutive in a single reign. When she speaks, both fighters and promoters take notice. And when she says your last fight, it doesn't sound like trash talk. It sounds like intent. On the other side stands Dakota Dicha, the PFL's undefeated Golden Girl at 15-0, nicknamed the Barbie Assassin for her 12 knockouts, 1 submission, and 2 decisions. Young, marketable, and already a rising star, Dicha is the kind of prospect promoters dream about. An unbeaten record, highlight finishes, and a ready-made narrative. But in MMA, bright lights attract predators, and Valentina might just be the one waiting in the shadows. This is your last fight, bitch. That's not casual bravado or a payday promise. It's career-ending language, and coming from Valentina, who dismantles top talent with surgical precision, it reframes the narrative from hype to potential ruin. Some will call it bullying, others will call it truth-telling, but fighters here as a real threat. Valentina's playbook: relentless leg kick accumulation, elite distance control, immaculate counters, and a clinch that smothers aggression, doesn't rely on one lucky shot. She methodically engineers stoppages, and that approach is devastating to young, explosive fighters who come forward
In the
recklessly.
game is easy. Beautiful. Look at this top rail tie. Yeah. Oh, tried to drag down. Oh, nice right hand. Dragged it straight through.
Dakota thrives on early explosions, but as she overcommits, Valentina can trap, punish, and break her down with surgical precision until the lights go out. This isn't just physical, it's psychological. Saying your last fight is meant to plant doubt, and young fighters often crumble once hesitation sets in. One pause can swing the entire fight. Valentina understands the mental game as well as the physical. She's not just threatening damage, she's threatening confidence. If she stops Dakota decisively, it won't just be another win. It will shatter the hype machine built around her. For Valentina, it's another chapter in a legendary career. For Dakota, it could be a career-altering loss that damages her marketability and UFC appeal. The stakes couldn't be higher. Outcome A: Valentina dominates. Headline scream: career stopped. And her legend is cemented. Outcome B: Dakota explodes early, scores the upset, and becomes a new untouchable superstar. Outcome C: controversy. Whether a bad stoppage, weight drama, or PR fiasco, that scars both fighters. Every scenario sells. Every angle draws heat. So, who are you backing? Team Bullet or Team Barbie Assassin? Drop your picks in the comments. Smash like if you want this fight, and subscribe for instant Fallout coverage. I'll be breaking down every twist.
Oh, oh, head kick. It's it. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I mean, that was a.
Stop everything. Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko just dropped a bombshell on Dakota Diva, and her message is brutal, cold, and savage. I'm a monster. This is your last fight. This isn't hype. This isn't playful trash talk. This is war. The Queen of Violence has officially answered Dakota Dicha's call-out, and the entire MMA world is shaken.
When I will see the hole, I will use this to finish as soon as I can.
Whoa. Oh, she ain't down. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, head kick. It's it. Oh. Exactly what happened to Priscilla. And Valentina is going to beat her up.
Yeah, it looks like she opened her up with one of those elbows.
Big Dan is
Crawford
looking
should come here.
closely. As it should be. That's it.
Dakota Dicha, the undefeated violent Cinderella, has been tearing through PFL with 10 brutal finishes. Knees like Anderson Silva, knockout power like Amanda Nunes, and a killer instinct that rivals Chris Cyborg. And now she's dared to call out Valentina Shevchenko, the most dangerous woman in UFC history. Legacy, money, promotion, none of it made Valentina hold back. I'm a monster. I'll end you the moment I see the opening. That's your last fight. I'll end your era. That's not a call-out. It's a death sentence in MMA language. And here's why it shook the sport. On one side, Valentina Shevchenko, two-time UFC flyweight champion, a sniper with over 20 MMA wins, Muay Thai world titles, and fight IQ that terrifies opponents. On the other, Dakota Dicha, just 27 years old, undefeated, PFL's golden child, and the face of the future. For Valentina to stare down Dakota and essentially say, "I'll end you," isn't just veteran confidence. It's the queen putting the rookie in her place. This isn't just a fight. It's a clash of eras. If Dakota beats Valentina, she becomes a legend killer and enters the UFC as the face of women's MMA. But if Valentina crushes Dakota's streak, she derails the hype train, silences the future, and proves she's still the most dangerous striker alive. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Liz Carmouche couldn't stop Dakota, if Chris Cyborg is circling, and now even Valentina wants blood, that makes Dakota Dicha the most hunted fighter in the world. This isn't about belts. It isn't about rankings. It's about legacy, survival, and the brutal truth that when Valentina says, "I'll end your era," she means it.
Makes the playoffs for the win of any kind.
Those knees are brutal. Oh, now it's
Combination. And the body work. Dakota Dicha with a quick set. And clinches the #1 seed. Class work again.
Manchester's undefeated star Dakota Diva didn't just win a belt. She annihilated Valentina Shevchenko in a single round. A barrage of Anderson Silva. Style knees left Shevchenko's face swollen shut, forcing the doctors to stop the fight. In Shevchenko's own words, "Dakota Dicha ended my career." This wasn't just a TKO, it was a statement. With 9 finishes in her first 10 fights, a $100,000 payday, and a growing reputation, Dakota has UFC fans screaming for Dana White to sign her before she wipes out the entire PFL roster.
When I will see the hole, I will use this to finish as soon as I can.
Dakota Dicha grabbed the mic and issued a terrifying challenge. "Bring me anyone, Europe, America, I'll clean them out." That wasn't just confidence. It was a direct threat to every fighter in the UFC's flyweight and bantamweight divisions. Dana White may have thought Amanda Nunes' retirement left the division stable, but Deca's finishing power rivals the greats. Muay Thai knees that remind you of Anderson Silva, one-punch stoppages like Nunes, and the cold killer instinct of Chris Cyborg. The numbers are brutal. Nunes and Cyborg had 6 stoppages in their first 9 fights. Dakota already has 7 knockouts in 9, and she's only 25. With the PFL expanding and eyes on interpromotional wars, Dakota is being positioned as a weapon, the kind of fighter who could walk into UFC and immediately threaten belts. Imagine Dakota versus Valentina Shevchenko. Imagine her walking into Alexa Grasso's division on day 1. Promoters and fans are paying attention. This isn't about rankings or belts anymore. It's about legacy, survival, and business. After Dublin, the MMA world knows. Dakota Dicha is hunted, dangerous, and possibly the sport's next unstoppable force. And Dana White should be watching closely.
This is a big opportunity, no, because she is very hype. She's in PFL from long time than me, so defeat her for me. I think she is a good fighter, of course, and she's a good striker, all things okay. But I told you, no, Maybe she think that I'm like her opponent, so maybe they has afraid from her. But I'm like an animal, so doesn't matter who I have in front of me. I can wait to step in the cage and fight, and I'm ready, and I can't wait to show you who is the real warrior, and just this.
But yes, we got a bye in the second round, which I wouldn't like to see in a fight then. But it is what it is. I'm prepared. I've trained hard, and I'm just going to go in and do what I always do. I never fixate too much on what my opponent's doing. They can change each fight. Like me, my fight, first round was completely different to my third, so you never know what's going
Dana
to
White,
happen.
listen up. Molly McCann just dropped an effing bomb. Dakota Dicha isn't just the future of MMA. She's a monster come to decimate your UFC division.
Not in the UFC yet, but look at Dakota Dicha. She is a scary striker, and she's an amazing athlete, right? But her mom was Muay Thai world champion, so she came up in this sport and has been doing it her whole entire life.
Molly McCann, a warrior who's been inside the UFC cage, just dropped a bomb. Dakota Dicha can do everything Valentina Shevchenko has done, and maybe more. That's not idle hype. It's a veteran saying Dakota might be Valentina's executioner. Dakota didn't just show up, she took over. In 2024, she dismantled former UFC title challenger Tyler Santos to claim the PFL Women's Flyweight World Championship, and she made it look effortless. Santos, who nearly toppled Shevchenko, was run through like she was nothing. Molly didn't hold back. Dakota was UFC ready before she even joined the PFL, and now she's the one smashing doors open for UK women's MMA and burying anyone who stands in the way. Dana White, take notice. This is the future, and she's coming for your divisions.